that at some point. Right, yes, let us crack on, I think. This might be a bit weird to get used to now that I'm not playing the game with like a fully upgraded Eriko. Hello, please advance. Hello, Boodles. Did I wind up testing out that 15-minute thing? I did not, no. That's not important for good ending. If I did true ending, I would have to test it out. I'll get to that whenever, I guess. Oi! Tag it, you fucker. Game's being awkward. I lost time already. Reset.
Cool.
Alright, what pattern have we got here? We have smell door. But do we have pattern A or C? We have pattern B.
Cool.
We are on pattern B. I think that's just avoidable if I bank hard left. Yeah, it is. Whee! Efficient!
Cool.
Hey, ethicist. Good evening. La-di-da-di-da. Hi, chocolate cake. I'll bleed. No, ill bleed. Like, you know, bleeding that's ill.
Cool.
That, I believe, is correct for both of them.
Cool.
Pick up a oh, there's a... I didn't... That's a salad in the American version.
Cool.
What a kaiseki.
Cool. Cool.
I just walked past the coagulant like a fucking maniac.
Cool.
You can get away with that jump really early, huh? I don't believe there's anything else in this hallway. I'm open to being proven wrong. But I'm not wrong. Because why would I be wrong? That would be ridiculous. When have I ever been wrong? We... Yeah. Hello, I would like this though. I'm gonna tag it anyway, but like... Oh, I tagged 2 things because I'm a dumbass. You gotta wonder if that's possible, man. I do. I wonder every day. Leave me alone. Playing a VM where one character kills another with toilet paper? I too enjoy Danganronpa 3. Wrong bulb, I think. I think it's directly above my head. There it is. Good guess. Ah, come on.
Cool.
What's this fucking tag in the middle of the floor for, then? Actually, I think I can just avoid that if I bank left. I can. What do I care about that, then? Yo, my heart rate's 69. Dude. Right. Dude. I'm in a Discord server that's like for a game company or whatever. That's not important. Point is, someone in there was asking what 69 meant. And I was like, should I tell this person? So I asked them, how old are you? And they were like, I'm 21. And I was like, and you don't know this? Ah, the bad RNG. Fuck. Yo, he's just standing there kicking my ass. He's like, I asked them, like, how old are you? Like, should I actually tell you? They're like, I'm 21. I was like, how do you not know something like that while being at 21? I was actually genuinely concerned by this. I was like, you seem a bit... my follow-up question that was, how long have you been using the internet for? They were like, a little under 2 years, and I was like, that explains a lot, actually. Just thought it was, I felt like I had to teach them at that point. So I told them exactly and in detail. Because it's like, you can't be 21 and not know. Like, that's weird, you know? That's like, someone's got to tell you this stuff, and it might as well be me. But the thing is that this occurred in the Discord for a game company who produces games that are pretty much exclusively, like, rated E. And I was like, is this okay? Should I be doing this? But on the other hand, like, you can't possibly just not tell someone. That's a really good Bambalo section, by the way. What the fuck? That didn't even hit me. Get out of here. Bambalo? What the fuck? I have no idea what's happening back there. I can't see it. Dude, fuck off entirely. Did the game just crash? Did the game just fucking crash? Holy shit, it's softlocked. It's totally on. Eventually it responded to my commands to soft reset the game, but wow, the game actually just crashed. Okay, from the top, people. The game fucking crashed. The game fucking crashed. I think I skipped the cutscene so fast it crashed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's really something, isn't it? Okay, well done with that camera angle game. Very spicy. Game fucking crashed. By the way, I'm gonna make a tweet about this, but I'm gonna try and commit to this. I'm gonna try and do Mort the Chicken on Saturday. I'm gonna try. I make no promises, but I'm gonna try. So like, keep the date, you know? Right, are we on pattern B again?
Cool.
We are. I don't think this even hits you. No, it doesn't. None of this shit hits you. I don't need to have a sub-goal bar, but why not?
Cool.
I could remove it. Just don't wanna. You ever just crash a game before? Let's see how hard I was trying to pull it away.
Cool.
Fucking illbleed.jpg.
Cool.
Cool, she says. Oblivious.
Cool.
Game, please tag things when I look at them.
Cool.
I think I skipped the cutscene too quickly and the game shit the bed a bit. It unfucked itself eventually because, like, my soft reset command didn't go through immediately. I had to, like, think about it.
Cool.
I really hope that's not a sign of the drive going bad, but I don't think it is. I think that was, again, I think I just skipped it so fast the game got confused. So unused is it to people doing that shit. You can get away with jumping that one from, like, a pretty far way. That one, though, no. It's just some spooks give cutscenes no matter what, and, like, I don't know why. Some of them just don't let you skip them even if you tag them, but you don't take damage, even though that one only does, like, heart rate damage, I think, so it's not that important, but still, it's nice to keep a steady heart rate. Hell, 55 is like the minimum you can have, assuming you're, you know, rushing. Tag it, you fucker. You're fucking awkward. Give me the gauze. Ah, come on! Like, I want it to be possible so fucking badly. Oh shit, don't go that way. I wonder if tagging the fights is worth it, actually, in terms of time save. I think it is, because you spend less time getting the shit kicked out of you. Not that one. Not this one either. Okay. I believe it's that one, but I don't know if you can avoid it by just banking left. Oh, there's a fight. I forgot about that. Fuck. Not too big of a mistake, at least.
I disagree.
Time flies.
Narrow escape. Triplogia. Thank you for 15 months. Yeah, you can just avoid every spook in that room by just banking left. Damn, dude. This time my heart rate isn't 69. This one isn't nice. Although it's probably faster because I was more confident. I got the same pattern twice, so like, you know. I'm trying to like bait him away from the place. Preferably without fucking hitting me in the process. That was impossible, and thus very obnoxious. Damn it. Well, it's still not within, like, range of bleed death, so I don't really care, I guess. Sex 69, yes. 69 killed the last one by virtue of, by virtue of crashing the fucking game. Which is a really, really awesome way to kill a run, I think, having it crash. I fucking stalled and I really shouldn't have. But it did not punish me for it. The speed ladder is only important if you get caught, which I seem to be doing pretty well at not, but now that I've said that, I will fuck this up. Where is he? Son of a bitch. Yeah. The SMG is kind of out of the way. No, actually, the SMG is after the worm, so no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you'll never get a solid opportunity of actually to actually do that. Fuck. No! Down below! No! What the fuck? Don't crash the game this time. Okay. That cutscene has, like, a load attached to it, I guess, so... Yeah, man's got a heal, but really only just bleeding. Okay, that's not what I had in mind. Ugh. Jesus Christ. The fucking landing delay on these dodges is incredible. No game, I gotta be like that. Jump! Don't be a bitch. I don't think it crashed properly. I think I just had a long load or something. It wasn't taking my soft reset input, and then it did. I think it just unfroze itself. Eh. Illbleed platforming. Like, the fact that this split exists, right? You can go the wrong way. Like, you can go to the end of the level before you can actually open the gate that ends the level. It's, like, actually not even, like, super unreasonable that you might do that. That would not, in fact, be a ridiculous thing. The heal there was completely unnecessary. Gives me slightly more money, though, at the end, because I have full stats. Wow, it's a golden split. Which means I beat my any percent split on that. Right, yes. No. Don't buy things. I waffled a bit there. Because oh, you have to do the fight on this one or good ending. But it's like, no, actually, because the fight is sort of trivial? Sort of. I might live to eat my words on that. Or not live, as the case may be. Ha! FNAF. Hi, Dubaz. Welcome yet again to This Shit. I'm your host, This Shit Man. I present to you, Illbleed. Only the finest and most unusual of cuts from the survival horror library of that most seminal and classic of systems, the Sega Dreamcast. How are the runs going? Well, the first run we did crashed the game, which is distinctly unusual. It crashed it about 10 minutes in, so, like, you know, not a big deal, but it is a bit alarming. I have 20 November stuck in my head. That song's not even in DDR anymore, they cut it. Because it's the 20th November right now. Oh, there is a save point in this level. It's right there. I thought this level didn't have any. Ah, he's fucking waiting. Hit me, bench. Shocking. I hate these fucking things. I hate them. How truly fitting it be, then, that the final thing is 3 of the bastards. That's a running theme with Obli is that the bosses are less dangerous than regular enemies in groups. It's like, you may have noticed that during, like, even my casual playthroughs of this, when I was streaming those, I almost never, ever engaged in combat. Because it is, strictly speaking, not worth it. That shouldn't have happened and the game is wrong. That was also impossible to avoid. I might be fucked now, because that did a lot of bleed damage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to walk now. Thanks, game. That's a lot of fucking time loss for the game being wrong. There's no way to heal bleed damage in this stage. There aren't any. So I get to lose time because the game decided to be wrong on that one, despite that encounter being, like, literally nowhere near me. It's random, it happens sometimes, but it's bad and the game shouldn't do that. That's my preventative strategy is just walk Lamau. Which is not a great preventative strategy, it must be said. But there's no healing in this level for that. I mean, there's an Amazon, but you have to go out of your way for it. Yeah, that is rather a thing with this game, huh? Unfortunately, because there's no convenient game, please. No convenient blood reduction items, bleeding reduction, whatever. Those things, the things that heal the bleeding. The only way to really heal bleeding in this stage is to walk, and there's no call to do that. Which don't half make this a bit fucking dicey. Like, that kind of sucks. Alright, I'm getting a good Rachel fight. I don't think any of the items by the billboards are gauze, no. I could be wrong about that. So what's Obleed? I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that question. I'm playing it. Observe and see? You see, I don't think any of these are items. They're mostly encounters. That's what I'm avoiding. Yeah, I don't think none of those are items. Like, the Sixth Sense is going off because there's an enemy encounter. That's why I'm banking hard right. If there's... I don't know, I haven't looked at a walkthrough in a while. There might be gauze in one of them. Yeah, although dying of fright is almost never how you actually die in this video game. It's almost always by bleeding. Hence the name, really. Anyway, it's time for a boss fight. I have a flamethrower. This is a giant worm. I just ate shit immediately, so that's a really good start. Eriko just missed every shot, so that's also a really good start. Ah, this sucks, man. Counter hit, at the very least. I did a good amount of damage. See, now I'm on, like, a fairly aggressive timer. That attack is completely unavoidable bullshit and shouldn't be in the game. Delete. Delete, delete, delete. She might be dead on this. She's dead on this. I can stand still for a bit and, like, unfuck my health gauge just a tiny bit. That's fucking dicey, that. You can play as these friends, but they're all terrible. Anyway, I'm now on a pretty strict time limit to finish this stage before Eriko bleeds to death. I think I can manage it. Oh my god, Eriko, you have a flamethrower. That fight's really easy with the flamethrower, though. Like, holy shit, I did that with the pole. What the fuck was I doing? Yeah, no, I was fine. That actually wasn't even particularly close to dying. Hello? Skip. Wood puppets. Buying is useful for wood puppets. Because we actually have to engage in mandatory combat in wood puppets, therefore no amount of knowing the patterns will get you out of how much the combat in this game kind of blows. Anyway, there's Michelle. Sparkling. Sparkling. You have the invincibility frames button, but it's often not enough. But at least you have it. It's not that, then. I tagged everything anyway because I'm a big dipshit. Front saw blade. What's front saw blade? Front saw blade. Final saw blade is... Oh shit, it's that one. I don't trust this dodge very much, so I'm just gonna take it. Nope, it's more than one. Don't be a dickhead. The game is kind of mean about this. I don't know if it's immediate or if it's... positioning on that's kind of dodgy. You can avoid it, though. Otherwise, godlike. She can't sense ghosts, necessarily. It's just that we're marking, we're marking traps with the horror monitor. It's a special piece of equipment you can find in stages that lets you spend your brain adrenaline to mark potential traps that will, like, fucking kill you. Some of them try and scare you. Some of them murder you. The murder is inconvenient. I tagged that one for safety, because dodging around that one can be a bit awkward. It works out fine, though. Mandatory fucking combat. Damn it. Oh, he's dead. What? That was pretty speedy.
Cool.
What pattern am I on again? Pattern B. It's fucking impossible to only tag the thing I want there.
Cool.
Is this the pattern with a basically unavoidable fight? No. That's pattern C. Pattern C can suck one. I am now puppet. It feels really mean to me, by the way, that there's just a trap on the corner here. It's a really damaging one, too. This one's also bullshit, because there's literally no visual cue for it. It's just there.
Cool. Cool.
La di da 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 di da.
Cool.
I am. I'm controlling a wood puppet. We've been skinned alive and turned into a wood puppet because Illbleed is fucked up.
Cool.
Whoops, I just let go of the fucking stick. At the very least, that was a very confident execution of wood puppets. Like, that's all the traps in the stage. That's it. I'm done. I don't think I got hit by any of them. The walk of a puppet that hasn't paid its taxes. Right, we're now part of the wood puppet hunting game, where woodcutters attempt to cut wood puppets for sport and stuff, but the wood puppets are actually people! And now we're one of them in the game. So we're about to get fucking cut down, but here's the thing. We are bequeathed with a magnificent ability known as manipulation of the space-time continuum. This allows us to travel through space while everything else remains frozen in time. This is extremely convenient for our purposes, not so much for everything else. Unfortunately, the medium by which this power is bestowed is repeatedly opening the map over and over again in order to freeze everything in its place. Playing it big with this one. Not playing it big with that one though, I hear that bitch. I want nothing to do with that bitch.
I disagree.
High C.
Hey Stargazer, thank you for 15 months. Thank you very much. So far so good when it comes to avoiding woodcutter fights. I love it when puzzle solutions are just in the same room as the puzzle. Okay, see you next year, Stargazer. Bum, bum, bum. Do, do. This next fucker coming up can be a real spicy meatball to avoid. I think I did that a bit early. I did. I totally did that too early. This puppet body cannot use the flamethrower. We don't have the flamethrower anymore. That doesn't carry over from stage to stage. Weapons collected in a level do not carry to the next level. I'm being a bit brave by... Oh, hey, hey. Fucking no kidding. One last one. One last one, just to make it totally safe. Because, yeah, we gotta go save Randy. Yeah, items don't transfer between levels. The only one that does is, I still think moving kick is probably the most efficient option for these guys, because they do like a backflip when they get hit. Fuck. Fuck off. Yeah, no, this is... The arm move would do me absolutely no favors here. Although... that kind of sucked. We've saved Brainless Randy. Next. Alright, see you, Steven. Right, you see, I'm now kind of bleeding to death, which is a bit of an issue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remedy that. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. Randy's brain is in fact not a requirement for the good ending, no. How could it possibly? He never had much of one to begin with. Oh fuck, I may have delayed that too long. Eriko just gets lost really easily, right? She's got to open the map. I can hear that fucker like 2 steps behind me. No, he's right there. He's right in the corner of the frame as well. I deem such pauses to be super necessary. I'm tagging this, though. Just because. Full power! Wow, that's really good! That's so good! Oh, that's funny as shit. Yes, pausing the game will freeze enemies in their tracks for a little bit, which is very convenient. Oh, I didn't move while doing that one. Thanks, game. Full power! Damn it. Get stunned. Bitch. Staggering is very inconsistent in this video game. Full power! Which is to say the game sometimes decides it doesn't... Nice hitbox, by the way. Combat in this game is not a consistent endeavor. Mostly because the combat in this game is, I'm gonna be blunt here, trash. The combat in this game is trash. It is straight garbage. Anyway, we're a normal person again. We got healed. We got better. It's okay. I gotta heal before the boss, though. Otherwise, I will eat shit and die. That's why I bought all this crap. Because the fact that I got away without taking any damage from the first guy is good, but kind of rare. You cannot just be a wood puppet for the rest of the game, no. It doesn't work like that. Thanks, game. Fucker really wants to drop acid. Which is annoying because I can't get the 3 hits off. There's not enough time. That dodge is also bad because it doesn't work consistently. Like that. I'm not doing it wrong. I disagree. Sometimes the hitbox just doesn't work. You'll get hit anyway on like the back end. I'm earnestly unclear as to why it sometimes behaves like that. There's also that, which sometimes hits you even if you dodge it perfectly correctly. This boss fights, again, this game's combat is trash. Nice mash. This game's combat is trash. It's trash combat. I don't know what to say about it. Like, it's not good. You getting consistent results out of it is like trying to get blood from a stone. It doesn't happen. You will take bullshit hits and you will need to heal them off using items that you probably buy. It's just, the alternative is just not practical. Killer Department Store is probably the hardest level in the run, and it's the same between Good Ending and 90%, because there's no one to save in Good Ending on this level. What you really need for this stage is a shit ton of blood-reducing equipment. Because you will get fucked up if you do not. Bad ending is when you don't save Eriko's friends at the end of the game, and she's ruminating on how she'd give away all the prize money in order to have them back. Even if Eriko is the only one who doesn't survive, like, it doesn't matter, the game doesn't care. This is good ending because I'm doing good ending. Bad ending is also any percent, so... I've done any percent plenty. I mean, I could do more any percent. There's still time to save on that run for fucking sure. Not a trolley scare pattern. I haven't scrolled my notes. That could be an issue. It's right tongue. We're on pattern C.
Dog of good luck.
Robbie,
Cool.
thank you for the bits. 100 bits. Orange on the floor, purple on the ceiling, which the game just failed to tag because it hates me. And it still tagged the wrong fucking thing. Bite me. Orange on the ground, purple on the ceiling.
Cool.
Red face on the wall.
Cool.
Green can in the front. Scare. It's like the degree of auto target on that is ridiculous.
Cool.
Just tag both. There's no fucking point. It doesn't let you.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a shame that, like, you know, that remake got canned before its time.
Cool.
Because at the very least, I can imagine it would have been a very interesting production. Yoink. Probably unnecessary, but Hellcake is coming with me this run. I'm determined to try and get good RNG on the chicken beetles at least. The chicken beetles, they're chicken beetles now. It's been decided. I love how the game auto-targeted to the only thing I don't want to tag in this room. Thank you.
Cool.
Slowly but surely I get my adrenaline back.
Cool.
Please don't own me. Fucking lame, dude. Game sucks. No time save for you, bitch. This stage sort of has a boss, but the real boss isn't the boss, it's a different boss. Right, now I get to heal because I got trash RNG. Hooray! In an ideal universe, you don't get hit by those guys because they fuck off when you give them chicken, but sometimes they decide not to because they are pricks. And next up is the smelly room. There's encounters all on the ground here, so I pioneer the advanced strategy of never actually touching the floor. It's more effective than you'd think.
Cool.
That isn't a pile on pattern C, that's fine. Doing this skips like 4 encounters. It's ridiculous how much time just walking on the side saves. And I'd never thought of that. I didn't know you could. I didn't notice that until, like, I watched Niglaria's run. That's a Niglaria thing. The pineapple is... See, the monitor's not going off, but you can't trick me. I know where this shit is.
Cool.
Sometimes the range from which traps activate is too small, in my opinion, making it really easy to eat shit. Which I do not find... That does not bring joy to my life. Anyway, time for the hardest fight in the game. And I shit thee not when I say this, by the way. This is the hardest fight in the game. Like, by a country fucking mile, this is the hardest fight in the game. Was this game originally on? It is originally on, and still only on, the Sega Dreamcast. I am playing it on a Sega Dreamcast, in fact. Like, peep this. VMU and everything. This fight is against 3 standard worm enemies. It's the hardest fight in the fucking game. I'll take that because I got a counter hit out of it. Didn't get a counter hit out of that one though. Somehow. tried so hard, but Eriko has shitty range. Damn. That was about as late as it possibly could have counted. I don't care that I got hit. I'll take it. I don't agree with that being a hit. No, you hit the wrong one, Eriko. First recorded instance of a worm dodge actually working. Honestly, as far as worm fights go, that was actually really good. I still have to heal, though. That's the thing. That was a good fight. That's what a good fight looks like. The bar on top of my health is bleeding. It fills up rather than decreases. When the red part of the gauge exceeds the little blue marker on it, you can't see it right now because I have healed all the blood damage away. You start to slowly lose regular health, and then you die. And also, a high bleeding rate will cause your heart rate to slowly drop, and you can also die by having your heart rate hit 0, although that's extreme. Oh, I tagged the wrong one. I'm dumb. Although, having your heart rate, dying by having your heart rate hit 0 is super hard to actually pull off in practice. That didn't tag the thing I actually... It tagged the thing I'm, standing behind. What the fuck? I do have something called a Hell Cake. It's a full heal.
Cool.
You don't need adrenaline when you, get everything right, do you? I didn't really need to pick up Hell Cake, but I picked it up for safety.
Cool.
Just in case, I don't know. I don't know what I was picking up just in case of, I have 5 ramens. I'll be fine. And I'm still conditioned to play it safe because this game is kind of a bitch. It's a super volatile run. You hit one trap and you lose a quarter of your health, and now you're bleeding everywhere. Which can be and is quite frustrating. I don't know why I marked it. I can just go around it. Nothing happens when it's fully shaded in blue, but that's adrenaline meter. That's what you use to tag traps from the horror monitor. When it's empty, you can't defend yourself against traps. For what it's worth, these are all very valid questions. This game has a really weird and confusing interface. The sensors at the top of the screen are how you can tell a trap is nearby. Why you gotta walk in the middle like that? Damn, that's awkward. Right, well, I get fucked going around this corner. Pioneering the bold strategy of doing this shit on Mary as well. Purely because it strikes me as easier than actually trying to avoid her. I don't know where she is. I might have done that at weird timing. Oh no, she's around the corner. Maybe it was the best timing, actually. Well, it beats getting into a fight with... She's super dangerous. You never want to fuck with that. It's so not worth it. I mean, for one, you get nothing for it, so, it's a waste of time by default. But also, she can kill you in, not very many hits. She's pretty lethal. And we won the game, except did we? Right, now we get to find where Mary's hiding spot is in this game of hide and seek, but because I've got the random generation mapped out, I know she's hiding inside the glasses. That's actually super consistent, surprisingly enough. Of the many things I didn't expect to be consistent, that was one of them, but it is. I'll take that trade any day of the week. That's not really a trade, but I'm not too upset about it. Ow. I'm gonna be so annoying. Fuck. You see how I'm at, like, half health already? Also, this fucker is choosing not to play the game. Holy shit. Fuck this character. Hey, so you notice my heart rate's starting to drop now? That's because I'm fucking bleeding to death. But that's okay, because there's a full heal item. What am I swinging around? A giant cleaver. Anyway, that's a full heal. Now we're back in tip-top shape. Yes, the more you move, the more bleeding takes effect. If you walk slowly, it doesn't manifest as quickly. But that's slow. This is a speedrun, so like that's no good. Also, this section can bite me. Do you want to do fucking jump to 10 skip rope with a jump that takes like 1.5 seconds to actually jump? I know I don't. The 10th one also slows down in, like, a grand display of fuckery. I dislike that I've gotten used to that. But, like, at least I'm not eating time loss to it anymore, I suppose. Because if you fuck it up, you start from 0. Yeah, when I was attacking, the bleed bar was flashing, and that's making me bleed more. Whereas if I walk slowly, or stand still, it actually goes down. So it tries to force you to go slower and play more carefully. But this is a speedrun. I don't give a shit about that. Anyway, this boss fight is invincible, as indicated by the fact it has like an infinity next to its health bar. So the solution lies elsewhere. We're supposed to get into the control room, steal the remote control. Hi, Trim Fox. And then we come out. We now control the boss character. I'm now going to command him to jump into this wall 4 times. And yes, you can actually make him jump into you and kill yourself that way, if you're a moron. Some buying is necessary, but not much for Killer Man. Hi, Jaguar King. Short buy. Do 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 do. Right, so the last character we need to save for the good ending is in Killer Man, but we're actually not going to save him because it's, but how do we get the good ending, right? Like, if we don't save him, there's an area in the hub where you can pay $375,000 to revive a character who died in stage that you didn't find. This is distinct from reviving them at the emergency room, which you do if they die in stage. Like, if they die when you played as them, you can revive them at the the emergency room for a cost. But if you revive them by never saving them at all, it costs you like 4 times as much. Because fuck you. And that's faster to do for these purposes. For this purpose of the good ending, because saving Yorg takes like 2 minutes. And it's not worth it. It's definitely more worth it to just let him die and revive him later. I have timed it at this point. It is definitely faster to just let him die. What the hell are those funky goggles? That's the horror monitor. That's what we need to mark traps. If you don't have it, you can't mark traps. So you're completely defenseless and you'll eat all of the shit in the known universe. Yeah, let me just walk into a wall. Doing really good there. Left pull here. Okay. Oh fuck, it's both walls? That's annoying. That did so much damage too. Ugh, that's so troublesome.
Cool.
Good thing I picked up some heals, I guess, but like, fuck that noise, man. That's whack. Oh, I could have avoided this too. Fuck, I'm playing bad. That was not even close, game. You are disqualified. Dude, you're supposed to get confused. What's the story of this game? Why do people ask me this question? I have no ability to summarize it quickly for you. Whoa, I almost just walked into the egg fight like a total moron. I think I might be wrong about what pattern I'm on, by the way. Because that didn't go off. Yeah, what was I thinking? I thought I was on pattern B. That's just me reading my notes wrong like a fucking idiot. Game tagged the wrong thing. Why does it do that? I wasn't looking at that. I walked into that. I'm doing this really wrong. I'm wasting so much time on Killer Man by forgetting what the fuck I'm doing. Stupid asshole. Go around, genius. I played that poorly. Why did I open the menu? Ah, whatever. I need to pick up the ID card and then open the menu. This is the worst split. What am I doing with my life? I'm on fucking pattern goddamn A. Keep reading my fucking notes wrong. I got mixed up. I thought I was like, I played as though I was on pattern B, but I was on pattern A. And for the most part, they're actually like pretty similar, so that didn't hurt me that badly, but that's dumb. Also, I failed to thread the needle between the two wall scares, because that's actually quite hard. And I should probably make a note of which one's on which for future. That was on left. Pattern has left wall. Hi, Yorg. Bye, Yorg. Yorg is the person we're not going to save because he's not worth it. Sorry, Yorg, you take too long. I can't believe it's faster to save both Michelle and Randy versus just saving Yorg. Like, that's how fucking long it takes to save this bitch. Can you believe it? Yes, what the fuck? Send help. Never tags the right thing.
Cool.
Don't give me a cutscene. I don't give a shit about no cutscene.
Cool.
Well, you gotta give me a cutscene, like I give a shit.
Cool.
I wonder if you could thread the needle by just walking through the middle. I don't know. I know the sight scare on the right side has an unusually large hitbox, so I kind of just prefer to hang right. What a genius.
Cool.
Wait, does this... No, it doesn't. I'm being stupid. Pattern A doesn't have the body bag scare in it. That's a pattern B thing. I don't think pattern C has it. I think that's literally just a pattern B thing. I don't know what else is in that room that makes it worth exploring. Probably nothing. This game does that sometimes. It puts, like, scares in places that you have no reason to go in because there's no items there. Back in the main room. Yorg is the killer. He's not, but it doesn't matter what we choose. We're not solving this mystery. In order to solve the mystery, Yorg has to be alive, which means he has to be rescued, and that takes too long, as we've established. Hi, no good. My man dishing out those season's beatings in fucking November. Illegal. My work has put Christmas lights everywhere. It's November. I'm annoyed by this. The only ritual that's acceptable in November is the song 20 November. Good tag.
Cool.
Besides, I'm not even looking forward to Christmas. I'm looking forward to the first 2 weeks of December because I just booked that time off of work for no reason in particular. It seemed like a good time to take, so I took it. No one else wanted it, so I took it. So I was like, shit, I'm going to London, or I'm gonna play a bunch of fucking music games. I'm really feeling it. I'm contemplating buying the new Pokemon game as well, so I have something to play on, like, travel back and forth. And also when I'm sort of just milling around my parents' house, like, late at night or something, when I don't plan on going anywhere. I don't know. It's something. But it's like, do I really want to buy the new Pokemon? Like, I want to buy the new Pokemon game, because it looks fun. I was right to be hesitant, I think, given that there were many red flags going into that game's development. Many. But for the most part, it looks like it turned out alright. But it still looks a bit rushed in places, so it's like, how okay am I with that? You know, like, I'm kind of struggling with that a bit. Because it looks fine, it looks fun, but then there's also, like, you know, some really fucking flat-looking areas and obviously missing content, and it's like, this isn't done. This could have done with, like, a few more months in the oven, I think. And it's like, how okay am I with that? I don't know, I feel bad somehow. I mean, granted, my objections to the grander scheme of developers being rushed against their vision due to Pokemon being the center of an unstoppable merchandising juggernaut is essentially pissing into the wind for all it matters, but it still bothers me. Yeah, I think the same thing, Penman. Breath of the Wild and Odyssey were, like, pretty marked steps up, at least in terms of polish for their respective franchises. Because, like, that's a Nintendo, especially Zelda. Whereas, like, Pokemon doesn't get to do that. Pokemon never gets to do that. Pokemon doesn't get to gestate a single game for long enough to do something like that, and that's a bit disappointing to me. But it's like, it's really hard to air a sort of, like, mild disappointment with that, because then you get lumped in with all the fucking, like, Dexit crazies. Although, for what it's worth, I think the national Dex being mostly absent is disappointing. That sucks. I can't envision a universe where someone would be happy about that. Like, woohoo, less content. Question mark? Who thinks like that? No one. No one thinks like that. I guess they've just arrived at the conclusion that it takes too much effort per game to always have every Pokemans in it, which is... I mean, you could do it if the games didn't have to always be out on the schedule that they're out on. Take your time, you know? It'll be fine. We'll live, probably. Baited and outsmarted. Fuck. Baited and outsmarted, he says. Don't be weird. He's being weird. Baited and outsmarted. Ow. Oh, I took the trade. Ow. This ain't much of a trade, though. Whoa, laser beam. Oh, don't disappear. I gotta be that way. Fuck. Actually, I got a shot off there, so that's okay. Man, this guy's being awkward. Fuck, man. That ain't it, Chief. Damn it. This fucking guy. Really sending me around the loop here. Right, whatever. I win. Easy game, easy life, okay? No bonus! My prize is... money. I think we actually have enough to go revive Yorg right now. Just about, yeah. I think if I bought more, I actually wouldn't be able to. Toy Hunter, the final level. Well, aside from the final boss, I guess, but sure. Do 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 do. No, it's never been that. It's just, I don't know. It's just annoying that, like, you couldn't do that. How long is a good anyone estimated to be? About an hour and 20? It's not that much slower than good than any percent, really. Yo, nice jump kick. Fuck, this asshole's putting on a clinic right now. Do you want to fucking get off the thing that I would like to use? Like, the run is mostly done at this point. We got, like, maybe 15 more minutes? Something like that. Yeah, Toy Hunter goes by fucking fast if you, like, don't watch the cutscenes. Ah, Pokemon is very much the topic of discussion right now. But either way, I still think I want to buy the new game, I just don't know when. I'm kind of holding out for, like, a third version, like maybe they'll make Pokemon Gun or something. Or Pokemon Ultra Sword and Shield, you know, like something like that. Because it looks like a good video game, it just also looks like it's not done. Not like completely unfinished, not like a total disaster, but it does look like it's not done. And something about that kind of bugs me, even though I'm sure I'd enjoy it, so like, who am I really hurting here? I don't know. It's weird that, isn't it? Ain't that a sticky wicket? Right, time to determine what RNG seed I'm on. Not this one. Right, Pattern C is out.
Yep.
Pattern B.
Yep.
fucking bitches, dude. Fuck those guys. So fucking hard I tried to get away with not eating shit on that. And how I still ate all of the shit. I'm gonna be really close to this one and get away with it.
Yep.
Target, genius.
Yep.
Guess who doesn't know which side this is on? Me. Right side, apparently. Who would have thought? What the fuck? Weird. Market. Doesn't really matter, does it? Can I get away with this? I should have... No. I could have gone... Ow. Fucking hell. What a extremely inconvenient spawn. That's... no, game. I disagree with that one. That fight was unnecessary as well. I didn't need to take that one. I could have avoided it.
Yep.
Man, I'm bleeding to death. Boo. This sucks. Taking fights that you don't need to is shitty.
Yep.
There's nothing to be gained from doing so. I'm gonna have to heal that shit off. Because I will fucking die if I don't. Not immediately, but I will fucking die. Anyway, this one's great fun on this pattern, because really starts off immediately here.
Yep.
They just straight away, it's the first two, and then there's nothing for like a huge chunk of time, and then there's two right at the end. These are the backloaded ones.
Yep. Yep.
Pattern B is really fucking weird, yo. Right, you gotta be careful with this one, because you gotta like... You gotta finagle it such that you can... and that's not it, because this game sucks. Right there, but you can see standing next to it wasn't good enough. I gotta be standing just so for it to count. If you walk on top of that, you lose 40 seconds, because the cutscene's unskippable in this game. 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, 4, 5, and 6.
Yep. Yep.
I don't think it has anything to do with people who made Space Channel 5. I think the people who made Space Channel 5 were probably busy working on Space Channel 5 at this point.
Yep.
Because I don't know if Part 2 was out at this time. This came out before that? Well, Space Channel 5 had 2 games. Although, nah, actually, now that you mention that, Illbleed came out super fucking late into the Dreamcast lifespan. Like, super late. I think by the time it came out in America, the Dreamcast was actually already discontinued. Although, good luck finding anything of the sort, because, like, Illbleed is not a well-documented game. There is no fooling me. I cannot be fooled. Being fooled to people who don't take ridiculously lengthy notes. It's kind of ironic, I guess, that when this run is performed well, nothing happens. Like, your goal in a run of Illbleed is to make the least stuff happen. No, game. That feel when input drop into pause. Disappointing. We killed a kid. Now we're going to hell. Not because we killed the kid, although kind of because we killed the kid. Not specifically because of killing the kid are we going to hell. Not sure if that's clear. You gotta get buried with a kid in order to go to hell, but like... The part where we murder the kid is not required for that. That's a really nice lineup. And I didn't really get a good chance to exploit it. He can't be hurt when he's doing the ball thing, because this game loves to waste my time. I got 2 hits off on it, I guess. He can't be hit during any of his attack animations, because again, this game loves to waste my time. I mean, he can be hit, I guess, but he won't, like, nothing meaningful occurs as a result of that. It's just the slightest bit annoying. Well, I win. Pretty good Sonic fight, yo. Right, I revived York, right? Yeah, I did. I did that before Toy Hunter. So this should net us the good ending. All you need is gun, because we're not using the axe. I've decided gun is the better fighting strategy, although it turns out I wasn't losing very much, if any, time to my axe technique rather than using gun. The time difference is actually shockingly trivial. Erica, you have to actually aim at things in order for gun to be an effective plan. Yeah, let me just land him on top of me. That was a spectacular play. Outstanding move. The Scythe guy will fucking kill you in 3 hits, so no. He is not the easiest. In theory, Scythe guy is the fastest. In practice, no, because Illbleed's combat is whack. Fuck. In a perfect universe, he would be fastest. Unfortunately, we live in the universe that has Illbleed's combat, so no. In theory, he'd be faster because he would do less of this shit where he just, like, hangs on the ceiling and chooses not to play the game for a hot minute. Fuck, I'm now bleeding to death. How inconvenient. I hate bosses that do this. Like, free game design tip for aspiring developers listening. If your boss has the ability to just not play the game, your boss sucks. That is by far my least favorite genre of boss fight, is the one where the boss can choose to not play the game. And that's the run, ladies and gentlemen. $127.02. Yeah, it's about 2 minutes slower than any percent. Pretty much what I predicted. That could also be a lot lower. Killer Man was bad. I took like 3 fights I didn't need to in Killer Man. Not the greatest. Well, first I gotta make sure that I actually got the good ending. There's no obvious way to confirm that other than having the good ending actually show up. Yeah, a little over 3 minutes, and I reckon some of that is actually just me fucking out Killer Man. Yeah, I could improve any percent of the level for sure. But what about true ending? Just get that sweep going, you know? Reports claim that waiting 15 minutes is acceptable enough for Kevin to die. That's probably ideally tested on an emulator, but I can't be bothered to go boot up an emulator right now. How are you guys down to just wait 15 minutes? There is no easy way for me to do 15 minutes of Ring Fit. I only have 1 capture card, man. There's really no easy way for me to splice in another run in general. This is why doing a Silent Hill run during Illbleed would be pretty difficult. Even doing marbles in the middle of it would be pretty difficult. Total money, lots. Total time, few. Show me good ending. Yay! Good ending. We did it. I like how Yorg is nowhere to be seen in the good ending, by the way.
How are we gonna spend $1 million?
I bought 385 different kinds of Freddy dolls, and I still have a lot left.
I invested in the stock market.
You really trust the stock market?
I don't know. I think so.
What is that line delivery?
What's wrong?
What is that line delivery, dude?
Nothing. Never mind. She's probably in one of her philosophical moods.
Hey, Erica, are you thinking of your secret love or something?
What is that line? I don't know. I
Hey,
think
it's me.
so.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
I'm going back to Illbleed. What?
What?
What? If she goes, I go.
Thanks, Randy. But this time, I have to go alone.
Why? What's going
Popping
on?
bubble wrap while I'm waiting.
Kevin, shut out! She doesn't need a guy right now, okay? Wait for me, guys. If I make it back, I'll probably be a changed girl.
We'll be right here, waiting and praying.
I'm sure you'll make it through, but be careful and don't change too much.
If you get into trouble, try and telepathically communicate with me, okay? I can be at your side in no time. Right. Thanks a lot, guys. I love you all.